place where I felt at home.
Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got yet another 2023 M240i. This is the xDrive variant. It is in Black Sapphire. This was a customer ordered vehicle, and then they backed out of it when the car arrived. So it's not a car, it's not a spec I would order for the store inventory for several reasons. Let's take a look at what we have here. You can see down center grille, lower portion of that is the active cruise control, which is available on the 2 Series. Which is, probably say it's back on the 2 Series. So headlights, we've got this nice design, single headlight. So that's reminiscent of the 2002, or the early E21 3 Series as well. So there's some hints at BMW heritage in here. Because it does not have the shadowline package, you get that sort of gold little strip there in the headlights. Also got the grills here, so revised grille for the new 2 Series. And it's in cerium gray. So this is a little bit puzzling because cerium gray has basically been moved away from for the most part, so I'm surprised this one still has cerium gray available. We got the regular emblems as well. Triangular intake. Now obviously it's going to change for the M2, which will be all square, rectangle, I guess more rectangle type shapes. You see the power dome on the hood, which is also a nice touch. Over on the side, 791M wheels in black. I guess you're going to sense a theme here. You got the blue M Sport calipers as well. Got the mirror caps in cerium gray, and these are not quite fistable, as Matt Watson would argue. We'll take in our Black Sapphire. Again, this is one of my least favorite colors to photograph just because it's really hard to see all the details on this car in this color. I guess some of you might argue it hides some of the maybe controversial aspects of the design. So one of those is the tail lights, which in photographs and obviously video don't look great. They're 3D sculpted. But I think they actually work pretty well with this. I think this black really hides the lines as well, which is unfortunate. And sort of blends in with the high gloss black diffuser or faux diffuser there. And our M240i badging in that chrome as well, and the xDrive badge as well. And here's our side profile in the sunlight. So it looks to me like it's a really sort of classic proportions of the BMW coupes. You got a long hood, that nice canopy area as well. Let's take a look at the inside and go over some of those iDrive 8 features and sort of bewildering stuff. Alright, so opening up, we are greeted with our black Vernasca leather. It's blue contrast stitching. On the door, you can see the illuminated M trim as well. There's our contrast stitching on the door, and then also on the seats as well. But you do have driver lumbar support only. That's an option you have to specify when ordering at least the M240i. Pretty sure it's a 230 as well. With the leather, you also get the side bolster support as well, so adjustments can be made there. Seats are nice and comfortable. I think good details with the contrast stitching as well. Alright, so no surprises here. We got our iDrive 8 instrument panel. Our steering wheel does have controls for the cruise control and active cruise control. This is changing your distance. Now, with some iDrive 8 vehicles, all these buttons, or at least for the distance control, are moved within iDrive, so this is still good that it's on the steering wheel for easy adjustment. Heated steering wheel button is here. Again, with some iDrive 8 vehicles, that's been moved to the iDrive 8 screen. Alright, so here's sort of the puzzle. I got the climate menu open. You'll notice, so it's currently 48 degrees out here in Mountain View. So quite cold. So I got the climate control set to 69 degrees. And you notice the heated seats are technically on. They are set to low. But if they are on, you'll get an icon showing up here. So if I change that to medium, you'll notice now it turns on. This is part of that intelligent climate control. I'm not sure exactly how intelligent this actually is. It's a little bit counterintuitive. And then you go to high, but if I turn off the sync program here, as soon as I get the low, it's down. I'll turn off the automatic program as well. Now that's off. So if you don't have it set to auto, you have 1, 2, and 3 levels in terms of heat. But if you have your program set to auto, this is where the intelligent stuff comes in. As soon as you go to medium, that turns on high and very high. But it's a little bit counterintuitive to get this thing to sort of operate as well as you would probably like. You'll notice already that the passenger seat is set to medium, but it is not on. So I have to set that thing to very high to get it to come on, which is a little bit weird. And now it's back to medium. So basically, syncing those things up makes it work. Again, a little bit counterintuitive. I'll try and make a better video for this one, going over how this actually works. And BMW's got one as well. I'll go back to home here. Inside, we've also got our aluminum rhombosil anthracite interior trim. And this is what it looks like here. Then up on the dashboard is another sort of illuminated M trim piece here. So it looks pretty damn good. And it's going to mimic what you can see on the door as well. So starting price of the M240i xDrive is just under $50,000. Metallic paint, another $650. The leather is going to be another $1,500, $700 for the parking assistance package. Another $1,950 for the premium package. Another $300 for remote engine start, which is probably something I wouldn't add to the store inventory, because you can add that later on if the customer wants it after the car's been produced. Aluminum rhombosil anthracite trim, another $150. The illuminated M trim for another $200, $175 for the lumbar support for the driver only. Active cruise control or distance control is $550. Drive recorder for another $100. And wireless device charging for another $200. And $875 the Harman Kardon sound system, which I would spec as well. All told, MSRP of $58,245 for this particular example, which is, I think, fairly highly spec'd. I probably wouldn't go for the leather in most cases. I think for store inventory, when we get 240s to spec, most of those are going to be spec'd with Sensitech. Onesies and twosies will be spec'd with the leather. Basically, Thunder Knight and Oyster, I think, is a really good combination. So, of course, on the center console, the gear selector nub. And very nice details with the aluminum rhombosil anthracite trim, which is not consistent with what's shown up here on the dashboard. Alright, let's take one more walk around our M240i xDrive, again powered by the brilliant B58 inline-6 turbo engine, 3-liter displacement, 382 horsepower, and 369 torques. So very potent engine on the basis of the S58 engine as well. But that is about it for a quick tour around yet another M240i xDrive. So that's it, and we'll see you at the next video.